Welcome to our video on how climate myths influence policy in the United States. Today, we'll explore the profound impact that certain misconceptions about climate change have on national policymaking. From the belief that climate change is merely a natural occurrence to the idea that economic growth always outweighs environmental considerations, these myths shape public perception and, ultimately, legislation. We'll examine the influential role of media, political polarization, and lobbying in perpetuating these narratives, as well as the importance of public education in combating misinformation. Join us as we unpack these critical issues and their implications for our future. 1. The power of perception. In the United States, public perception plays a pivotal role in shaping policy decisions, especially when it comes to climate change. Myths about climate science are often perpetuated by misinformation and have a significant impact on public opinion. People tend to believe what they hear repeatedly, whether it's true or not. This perception is further reinforced when political leaders echo these myths, turning them into perceived truths. With such beliefs deeply rooted in society, they inevitably influence policy-making processes. The power of perception is immense, often dictating the direction of climate-related policies. 2. Myth. Climate change is a natural phenomenon. One of the most pervasive myths is the belief that climate change is simply a natural phenomenon, not influenced by human activity. This myth suggests that the Earth has always experienced cycles of warming and cooling, which is partly true. However, the current rate and magnitude of change are unprecedented. By dismissing human responsibility, this myth undermines the urgency of enacting policies to reduce carbon emissions. It creates a false sense of security, suggesting that no intervention is needed. Consequently, policies that could mitigate human impact are often delayed or ignored. 3. Myth. Economic growth trumps environmental concerns. Another common myth is that prioritizing economic growth must come at the expense of environmental protection. This belief posits that stringent climate policies would stifle economic progress and lead to job losses. In reality, green technologies and renewable energy sources can drive economic growth. Countries investing in clean energy are witnessing job creation and technological advancements. However, this myth persists and often results in policy decisions that favor short-term economic gains over long-term sustainability. The fear of economic downturns is used as a justification for lax environmental regulations. 4. Myth. Climate policies are too expensive. Cost is frequently cited as a barrier to implementing climate policies. The myth that addressing climate change is prohibitively expensive is widespread. While initial investments in green infrastructure may be high, the long-term savings and benefits often outweigh the costs. Ignoring climate change can lead to catastrophic financial losses due to natural disasters, health issues, and loss of biodiversity. Yet, this myth influences policymakers to hesitate, fearing the immediate financial implications rather than considering the broader picture. This short-sightedness hampers the development of comprehensive climate strategies. 5. The role of media in spreading myths. Media plays a crucial role in disseminating information, and unfortunately, it can also spread misconceptions. Certain media outlets, driven by political or financial agendas, may promote climate myths. Sensationalist headlines and biased reporting can skew public perception, leading to confusion and doubt about climate science. When media outlets present myths as debates, it gives undue credibility to unscientific claims. This misinformation can shape public opinion, which in turn pressures policymakers to align with popular beliefs, regardless of scientific evidence. 6. Political polarization and climate myths. The political landscape in the United States is highly polarized, and climate change is no exception. Myths about climate change often align with political ideologies, creating a divide between parties. For instance, some conservative groups may downplay climate change to align with their economic or political interests. This polarization makes bipartisan efforts to address climate issues challenging. Policies are often shaped by party lines rather than scientific consensus, resulting in fragmented and ineffective climate strategies. 7. Lobbying and its influence on policy. Lobbying is a powerful force in American politics, and industries with vested interests often spread climate myths to influence policy. Fossil fuel companies, in particular, have been known to fund campaigns that downplay the human impact on climate change. By lobbying against stringent climate policies, these industries protect their profits at the expense of environmental health. This influence can lead to policies that favor industrial interests over environmental protection, stalling progress on climate action. 8. Public education as a countermeasure. Education is a key tool in combating climate myths and shaping informed policies. By providing accurate information about climate science, public education can help dispel myths. Schools, universities, and public campaigns can play a significant role in raising awareness and understanding. When the public is better informed, they are more likely to support evidence-based policies. Educating future generations ensures that myths are challenged and that policy decisions are grounded in scientific reality. 9. Conclusion. The influence of climate myths on policy in the United States is profound. These myths shape public perception, media narratives, and political agendas, often at the expense of scientific truth. Addressing these myths requires a concerted effort from educators, policymakers, and the media to promote accurate information and science-based policies. By understanding and challenging these myths, there is hope for more effective climate action in the future.